Hey, welcome to the Uncomfortable is Okay podcast. I'm your host, Chris Desmond. This is a show where we make it easier for you to get out of your comfort zone so you can find the magic. Now, we're coming up to the end of 2018. One thing that I've been hearing quite a lot of recently is that it's been a hard year. It's been a tough year. And I hope that next year is going to get better. I wish that next year will be better than this year. But when you ask the people that are hoping that next year is going to be better than this year, what they're going to do about it to make it better, not many of those people have a plan just yet. So hopefully you guys, if you have had a tough year this year, have a plan next year to make it a little bit better. But if you don't, and for those people that do wish that 2019 is better than 2018, I've got a little bit of a chat for you here today, because shit happens every year. That life is hard, life is uncomfortable every year. You might find that some years you have tougher times than others, but if you look back on every year of your life, you probably find that, hey, something that was a bit rough, a little bit tough, a little bit uncomfortable happened that year and impacted you. And rather than wishing for those things to go away, because in all honesty, they're not. You're going to have to deal with tough shit every year, basically. What you need to do is you need to get better at dealing with it. So all the hard stuff that you faced this year, if you're better at dealing with that hard stuff next year, you're going to have a better year rather than just wishing that life is easy for you. So there's a couple of really basic things that you can do to get better at dealing with the hard stuff that life throws at you. And don't get me wrong, there's a whole lot of good stuff that happens in life as well. And often the good stuff far outweighs the bad, but as humans we're programmed to focus in on that bad stuff. And because we focus so much on that bad stuff, we think that it's been a bad year, when in all actuality, it's probably been a pretty good year, but we're just focusing on the hard times and the tough stuff that we struggled with. So to help you out getting better at dealing with it, what you need to do is you need to figure out how to look after yourself better. Because most of the time, we don't deal with hard stuff well because we don't particularly look after ourselves that well. So easy things to do are focus on getting a good night's sleep, is making sure that you're eating healthy, making sure that you're exercising regularly, making sure that you're doing things that excite you, whether that's going for a bushwalk, whether that's going to have coffee with friends, whether that is hanging out with mates, having people over for dinner, going surfing, playing an instrument, cuddling babies, whatever that is for you, doing some of that stuff and scheduling the time to look after yourself into your busy schedule so that you have more capacity to deal with that tough stuff as it happens. Now, the second thing that you should be doing to get better at dealing with this tough stuff is to build your capacity to deal with challenge. And one of the best ways that you can do that is by strategically stepping outside of your comfort zone. So picking a challenge and strategically, so pick something that means something to you, something that is going to take you closer to where you want to be or the person that you want to become. Pick that challenge and then strategically work through it and work at strategically getting uncomfortable. Now, hopefully, you're pretty happy with stepping out of your comfort zone based on what I've been talking about over the last couple of years. But if you're new here, or if actually you want to get a little bit better at that, I'm very happy to help you out with doing uncomfortable things in 2019. And it's a great time to start taking on challenges, because everyone loves setting a New Year's resolution, but how many of you actually stick to that New Year's resolution? So if you need some support with that, send me a message, leave a comment below. Happy to have a chat with you about how I can help you out with that. But rather than just wishing for a better 2018, actually work on getting better at dealing with the hard stuff that life is going to throw at you. So looking after yourself and building your capacity to cope with challenge. Thank you guys so much for getting uncomfortable with me in 2018, and I'm looking forward to continuing to get uncomfortable with you all in 2019. Hope you've had a great Christmas and have a very happy new year, and I'll see you all next year.